and welcome to the Angel Mystic Podcast. Today it's story time, and we are going to be having a story by myself all about manifesting a cheap holiday. I know so many people want to get really good at manifesting, and today I'm sharing a story about how I manifested a cheap holiday to Spain with my children. I think we really underestimate how we can use angels, and angels are so good at manifesting. The fact is, we can use angels for anything that we want, and they are really good at making things happen in the most weird and wonderful ways. You could call it magic and miracles if you want, because honestly, they are incredible at manifesting. They bring so much ease, flow, and quite honestly, I find it hard to put it into words. In fact, I find it hard to describe angels at all because they're not human. They don't feel like human experiences feel like. They feel so incredible. And as they bring me so much ease and so much flow, I honestly would hate to think of what my life would be like without them. And I see so many people that are not using their angels and making life harder than it needs to be, struggling when they don't need to struggle. Now, I've said this in the last podcast, and I'm going to say this again. I think the hardest thing is remembering to ask. Because quite often when we do, have a problem in life, that is a time that we call upon our angels and we ask for the help. And then we get really prescriptive in saying how we want that to happen. And that's when the magic and the miracles don't feel like they're coming into your life. So ask for what it is that you want and then stay really open. Just like I did when I took my children abroad for the first time on my own. I don't remember what year exactly this is, but my children were probably about 8 and 11 at the time. And we'd had a holiday in the UK. We'd been to Centre Parks in previous years, but I'd never took them abroad on my own. I took them abroad when we were still married. I took them abroad when with my family, but never on my own. And I wanted to do a holiday on the cheap. I mean, who doesn't want to do a holiday on the cheap? So I'd organised it with friends of friends, staying in their apartment somewhere in Spain, out of season. It was an October half term, and we got a flight. So I drove to the airport, got a flight, hired a car. I look at this now, I think, oh my goodness, I don't know how ballsy I was back then, but the thought of driving abroad now isn't something I would want to do. But I hired this car and drove on the other side of the road, so to speak, to get to where we were staying. We arrived as well in the middle of the night, so it was dark. But I hired this car and drove to this apartment. We got in the apartment, we settled down for the night. We woke up the next morning, sunshine, but nobody there. We were the only ones in this apartment. It was a big apartment block with a nice pool, but it was out of season and everywhere around the place was closed up. I was like, what am I going to do? I've brought the kids to Spain for some sunshine, for a nice time. And here we are with just them two, which, let's be honest, if you've got siblings, you will know they want to kill each other half the time. The thought of them spending the week with me, just the three of us, was not looking like a nice holiday. So I was asking the angels, what can I do? What can I do? What can I do? I'd already sort of trying to do this on the cheap. I perhaps spent more money than I wanted to in renting the apartment, hiring the car, getting the flights, but I wasn't prepared to waste a week as well. Now, we do have family in Spain as well. My children's auntie and uncle live in Spain, which is my ex's sister and her husband, and we were all on good terms. And the children used to go out and visit them with their dad. So we made contact with them and they said, oh, come on over to us. There's a lot more going on. So we bundled everything up back into the car, said goodbye to this apartment that was just, honestly, it was like a ghost town, and drove across Spain with a road map, because back in then, there wasn't sat nav. Now, if you know me, I'm laughing to myself. If you know me, you will know I have zero sense of direction. But there we were, crossing Spain with a map in a hire car. Me, my daughter, my son, and I honestly think we had a car full of angels. It was incredible. So we would look at the map. We knew where we needed to get to. We knew where we were. We looked at the map and we just picked the next town that we had to get to. And then we followed the signs to get there. And when you were working it out on the map, you'd think, oh, well, we'll be there in an hour or in 40 minutes at each town. You know, we worked it out. And each time, honestly, I don't know what happened, where the timelines were crushed, but we got there in impossible times. The whole journey took considerably less than it ever should have done. And we arrived in the town where the family members lived, and there's only one hotel in the town that's worth staying in. So we went to look at that and see what the availability was. And it was a nice hotel. Stood at reception. I'm thinking, oh my goodness, have I got enough credit left on my card to be able to buy some accommodation here? I got a price from the people on reception for half board and bed and breakfast. I knew I wanted to stay half board because I didn't want to be going out all the time looking for meals, but I knew I couldn't afford that. All I could afford was the bed and breakfast, and even that was a portion. I was keeping everything crossed that there was enough money on the card to be able to do it. This is back in the days when I still had money issues. I hadn't worked on my money story. Anyway, they said, go and have a look around the hotel, check it all out, go and look at the pool, see what you think. So we wandered round, had a look at the pool, seemed nice enough. And I had so much gratitude for the angels that had, one, got us there, and now were giving us this opportunity. Decided that probably best that we just do B&B, because I knew, because the kids had stayed there before, that there was lots of really sort of, you know, eat out for €5 type places. So it would probably be okay. Went back to reception and said, yep, we will do the bed and breakfast. One family room for the three of us for the rest of the week. So this guy starts looking at the computer, pressing all the buttons, starts looking really confused, talking in Spanish, calls his colleague over. I'm thinking, oh no, they've got the price wrong. They're going to tell me it's gone up. And then they come over with a piece of paper and they say to me, sorry, we've made a mistake. And honestly, I'm like, oh my goodness, what am I going to do now? They said the price, weirdly enough, has gone down. So now you can stay for half board for less than what the B&B was. I mean, come on. How does this stuff happen? How does this happen? They're giving me two prices, half board, B&B for the three of us. I decide to go for B&B. When I go and commit, they come back and say, actually, you can now stay for half board for less money than the B&B. You can't make up the magic and miracles that the angels can do. I've been communicating with the angels the whole journey. Please get us to the next town safely. Please let us find somewhere really nice to stay that I can afford. And they did it. They delivered. They went above and beyond in delivering. They kept us safe. We didn't get lost. We had a nice time. I didn't max out my credit card. And it was just incredible. Now, the holiday was not a holiday of a lifetime. It was okay. But magic and miracles definitely joined us on that holiday. And if you're wanting magic and miracles in your life, you can have them too. Because we all have angels. And we can all start having a relationship with our angels. And it's not about just asking your angels to help you when you're in crisis or you've got a problem that you don't know what to do with. The angels are here for the good times too. They're here for the holidays. They're here for the laughter. And they have a wicked sense of humour. But unless you stay open, and I think the key to working with your angels is opening your heart and opening your mind and not really being so stuck in how you think something's going to happen. You have angels around you right now. You have angels waiting to help you right now. But they can't help you unless you ask. Now, you can ask in your head. You can shout it out loud. You can write it down on paper. They don't mind. They just need permission to intervene. One of the ways that you might want to meet with your angel and start to get to know them better is by meditation. And before you think, oh, I can't meditate, we can all meditate. We can all meditate. It's about finding a way that works for us. But meditation is about going within. It's about slowing things down. It's about connection. It's about receiving. And you can connect with your guardian angel in meditation. If you head over to the show notes, there's a meditation that I've created for you that you can download, and you can meet your guardian angel and learn their name. But do remember that angels don't actually have names, but angels will craft their communication with you exactly how you need it. So if you need a name, they'll give you a name. My guardian angel's called Jeff. Jeff of all names. And when I learnt that, when I went into meditation and asked my angel to come through and ask their name, and they said their name was Jeff, I thought, well, I'm seriously making that up. How can an angel be called Jeff? Where's the angelic name? I'm making this up. But you know what? I wasn't making it up. My angels know I'm rubbish with names. And they gave me the name Jeff because I've got 2 family members called Jeff. I'm not going to forget that name. So when you learn your guardian angel's name, if they give you one, because if you don't need one, they won't give you one, and you get a random name, you've got to trust that. Because the key to meditating and the key to connecting, especially with your angels, is really about trusting what you're getting. And once you've actually met your angel, whether you know their name, whether you don't, whether you're feeling them, whether you're sensing them, knowing them, seeing them, hearing them, however they're communicating with you, then you need to build that relationship. Then you need to start connecting daily, having chats with them, asking for their help, and really staying open so they have half a chance of being able to help you. I would love to know how you go on with the meditation, what you're getting from this podcast, how you're connecting with your angel, what they're helping you with. And you can do all of that in my free community group, Abundance Manifesting. Again, the link will be in the show notes. But come and share your journey with the angels, because honestly, it is incredible having your angels in your life. It will change your life for the better. They're the best friend you've ever wanted. And my mission is to let everybody connect with the angels that wants to do that. So if you're ready, go download it, go do it, and let me know how you get on. Because I honestly know you will be a different person with your angel in your life. Until next time, bye for now.